Lesson 1, Keyboard Orientation.
Hello everybody and welcome to Keys to the Kingdom. My name is Brittany and I will be walking you through how to play the piano. This will work whether you're blind or if you are sighted. The whole objective is to get you to be able to get used to playing the piano. Whether or not you're able to see. During the time of this video, we are in a time of social distancing due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and this very well could be the new normal when it comes to teaching piano. So hand over hand and hand under hand will not be used here at all. I strongly discourage it because, of course, it makes people feel uncomfortable even when there is no virus. But still, we are social distancing, so this will work whether you're 6 feet apart or 6 miles apart. So here we go. The first thing I'm going to cover is keyboard orientation. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do before you play the piano, before you're learning how to play the piano, is first of all, this is the beginner course. So I'm going to be walking you through the very basics of just everything, okay? So you'll notice that my piano here, my keyboard, this works whether or not it's a piano or a keyboard. The keyboard has 88 keys. Okay, this is a full-size piano keyboard. This particular one is a Yamaha, and it has weighted keys. Now, the first thing you're gonna want to do when you're sitting down at a piano is you're gonna want to make sure that you are centered at the piano. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to spread your hands out from left to right. You're going to want to touch either side of the keyboard. You're going to spread your left hand to the right, your left hand to the left and your right hand to the right, where you're touching either end of the keyboard. Okay, so your right hand should be touching that key and your left hand should be touching that key, okay? And the reason why I'm saying this is because you want to make sure that that your arms are equidistant from your body. Okay, so the rest of your body is in the middle and your arms are equidistant. Okay, you don't want to be anything like this. Okay, if you sit down at the piano and you find out that you're too far to the left, what I have done is I've moved over too much to the left and I'm also moving too much to the right. You will notice if this happens, I'm sticking my left hand out. The keyboard is longer on my left side than it is on my right side. So you will notice that that's lopsided and that's not a good playing position. Okay, so what you're going to want to do, what I have just done, is scoot it over just a little bit to the left. So you want to make sure that you are directly centered in the piano. Okay, now the piano of course has 88 keys. So if you're watching this video and you need to get yourself centered, please do feel free to pause this video and make sure that you are centered in the middle. Make sure that both hands are equidistant from the rest of your body. We want to sit up straight. We want to have our back and shoulders straight. We want to sit with good posture when we're playing the piano, okay? And our sustain pedal should be underneath our right foot, okay? Some pianos have 3 pedals. My particular keyboard has 1 because it's a sustain keyboard pedal, okay? Now, moving on, let's go to the keys, okay? Now, on the keys, on the piano keyboard, you will notice, what I'd like you to do, if you're following along, is to feel the bottom row of keys. Now, you will notice that, just take some time to examine the keyboard. Feel the keys, okay? You will notice that on the bottom, there are keys that are fit very snugly close together, right? Those are what we're going to call our white keys, okay? And those of you who can see me, you can see what my hands are doing. I'm gliding just my fingers on the longer keys, on the bottom row of keys, okay? It's the bottom row of keys, and it's the keys that are facing closest to your body, okay? These are close together. They feel much longer than the top row of keys. The top row of keys are set just on top, just they're set further away from you. To me, they kind of feel like popsicle sticks, or tongue depressors, okay? That's kind of the best way I could think of how they feel to me. They're obviously a lot shorter. They're a lot thinner. They sit up higher on the keyboard, and they're facing away from you, okay? And they are shorter. I just mentioned that. So, what I want you to notice about the black keys, just the black keys, and that's the little shorter popsicle stick, tongue depressor type of keys, okay? You will notice on the very left, there's one key that's isolated. And then you're going to move your finger along, and you're going to feel that there are two keys. Okay, then you're going to move your finger along. There's an empty space where there's some white keys there, and you're going to feel three keys. Then you're going to move your hand along, and there's two keys. Three keys. We're going to keep sliding our hand along the keyboard. Two keys. Three keys, and again we're going from left to right. Two keys. 3, 2. And this continues all along the keyboard. Okay? This is very important, and I'll explain why. This is how you're going to find what notes you're playing. If you cannot see and you are blind, or if you can see, you could do this visually. So this works either way. I do not read sheet music. I will not be teaching how to read sheet music, so how you're playing is going to be solely based on whether or not you can find these notes. You're going to use these black keys as your guide. Okay, these are going to be your guide. I'll explain what this means. So the first thing I'm going to teach you is to find middle C. Okay, and if you need me to slow down, you could pause this video, rewind it, and you could see what I'm talking about. Okay, we're gonna find middle C. Okay, again, we're gonna make sure that our body is centered at the keyboard. We're gonna make sure our posture is good, our back straight, shoulders up. Okay, and we're sitting right in the middle of the keyboard. Our arms are equidistant from the rest of our body. How to find middle C? So middle C is going to be very close to, this is going to sound really weird, but it's going to be closest to your stomach. It's going to be closest to your belly button. Okay? So how you're going to find it, you're going to find those keys that are closest to your body. What we're going to do is we're going to use a set of two black keys, okay, that are closest to your stomach. Okay, that's closest to your belly. The two black keys. And then what you're going to do, that's how they sound, right? That's how the two black keys sound. So what we're going to do is we're going to move our hand down the keys and down the black keys. And we're going to find the first white key that we come to. That's a D. Okay? We're going to move one over to the left. And that is middle C. Okay? So anytime you come across a set of two black keys, and I'm going to demonstrate, every time you come across a set of two black keys, right in the middle of those two black keys is going to be a white key that is down. You're going to feel the black keys down, and in the middle is going to be a D. I'm going to demonstrate. That's going to happen every time. That's a D. That's a D. That's a D. And you'll notice the pitch is pretty much the same. It's the same note. I'm sorry, the pitch is not the same, but the tone it matches, right? It sounds the same. Those are all the D's. To the left of that is always going to be C. So again, we're going to find our two black keys, right? Then there's the D in the middle. One over to the left every single time is going to be C. So we're going to find our two black keys down here, follow them down, here's a D, and we're going to find C as we move to the left. And what I have done is I've played all the C's. Okay? So that is keyboard orientation. There are 88 keys in totality on a keyboard. Okay, there are 36, I believe it's 36 black keys altogether. And the rest are all white keys. Alright, so that's it for keyboard orientation. If you have any questions, you could feel free to rewind to this video and rewatch it. And if you'd like to download my syllabus, I am going to, that way you could follow along with what's next. I'm going to provide a link here in the description, and you could go ahead and download it and follow along. Okay? Thank you very much. I hope this was helpful. You have a wonderful day.